You know, Libra, you have a wonderful knack for relating to others, for understanding them, putting yourself in their shoes, and understanding where they're coming from. And Spirit is asking you to put that gift to use in a very specific way this month. And that is that they would like you to get to know your fear. What would it look like to have compassion for your fear, rather than maybe try to dismantle it or hush it or mute it or push it out of the way and continue with whatever it is you're trying to do anyway? What would it feel like to actually sit down, like inviting fear to the table and imagining, visualizing what the fear aspect of you looks like? What is their posture? How are they dressed? Do they meet your eyes? Do they look down? Are they tight? Are they floppy? What are they doing? Invite your fear to the table and ask it what it is trying to tell you. I feel like there's a new approach, and you could really, Spirit is now showing me like a hot air balloon and cutting away those ropes from the posts so that it can float away. There is some cutting away of old hang-ups and hang-downs and hang-dogs. That's what Spirit is saying. That's funny. Your fear may not be telling you the truth, but it is still giving you really essential data. You don't need to fear your fear, but you need to doubt your doubt. You feel me? Okay, let's get into some cards. Spirit dropped in hard with that channeled message, Libra. Also, hi, I'm Madeline if you haven't been here before. Very pleased to meet you. Very excited to read for you. We're going to get into the story of June, what kind of themes and dynamics are showing up, and then we will pull a card to look at how you are showing up, what Spirit most wants you to know and put to good use, how you're showing up as the protagonist of your own story in the month of June. So Spirit, for my Libra sun, Libra moon, Libra rising, and Libra dominant people, what do you want to share with Libra for the month of June, Spirit? We want to know the truth. Any elements of their recent past as they pertain to the present and the unfolding future. It is always our prayer to help Libra step into the future that is most abundant, fulfilling, peaceful, easeful, joyful. Spirit, what do you want to share with Libra? Please share with us the truth. What kind of climate, what kind of dynamics, helpful or hindering influences. And of course, Spirit, we want to know your guidance for Libra as they step from the present into their future. Spirit, what is your guidance to help them cultivate that future that is most satisfying? Okay, let's see what we got here. Perfect. Libra, Libra sun, Libra moon, Libra rising in the month of June. Ooh-wee! Okay. You're in your power. Showing up as a King of Swords. Pop your cards right up here so you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Wow. Talk about King of freaking Swords. Libra. Yeah, what are you afraid of? I want to pull one more. I want to get a little clarity. Spirit, what do you want us to know? What do you want us to know about this dissolving, this crumbling, this out of nowhere? You're going to be happy about it. Okay. We'll take it. Okay. Libra. So, you come through as the King of Swords. King, Queen, nothing to do with sex and gender. Everything to do with who you are being in the world. Swords are the air element. So, a powerful writer, speaker, messenger. Your words have weight. And, you know, Spirit was showing me that hot air balloon and cutting through stuff that is holding you back. So we got the King of Swords, and then, of course, we'll jump all over your reading. But we got the Ten of Swords, and we got the Ace of Swords sitting in your future, which, if we got to look at those two cards, that's definitely how we want to look at them. Okay. Sitting in the past, the Fool. You embarked upon a journey, not really knowing, how's this going to turn out? I wonder what I'll discover. Oh my God. Ten of Swords. You are still on your journey. A journey is made up of peaks and valleys and arcs, right? We are raised, right, on TV and movies, and some of us on books. And what all of those things have in common is, like, generally speaking, like this cohesive narrative. This happened, and then this happened, so this happened, and then this is how it all got wrapped up. And because of that, we can kind of get hypnotized into thinking that's how life really works. Like this drama with my boyfriend is just an episode of the fucking Gilmore Girls or whatever the fuck, and it's all gonna, and it's like, no. Our journey, the Fool, our journey is singular. And we are presented with the mirrors and the experiences that are most going to call upon our dynamic spirit to respond. And some of us, you know, respond with glee and with joy, and some of us retreat, and there's no blame, no shame, no judgment. But if you are thinking that not reaching a certain thing, or it didn't happen, that means I'm wrong, or I'm messed up, or I have gotten misled, or I'm the problem. I'm the problem, it's me. No. No. Okay, Ten of Swords. You can trust, Libra, that whatever this is, and nobody wants the Ten of Swords, it is about an ending. It is about giving up even on something, accepting defeat when it comes to something. Doesn't mean your journey's over. It means, okay, this didn't work out. Ten of Swords says you did everything that you could. Now, if you look closer at this version of the card, you can see that 2 swords are still sticking up out of the ground. 8 of them are pointing down where their points can't hurt anybody anymore, right? But 2 of them are still sticking up. So what Spirit is telling me with that is, if you so choose, Libra, you can, like, keep going back and revisiting the crime scene and hurting yourself. Ugh, this is how it happened. Ugh, this is what didn't go. This is, again, no blame, no shame, no judgment, but jumping to the guidance card, the Star, operating on faith. The King of Swords does not like to operate on faith. The King of Swords likes to operate on logic, likes to understand all the data, wants all of the facts to make sense, doesn't necessarily want to hear too much about the feelings. So it can be difficult when we are showing up as a King of Swords to act like the Star, because the Star is literally about taking off our armor. It's about being vulnerable. It's about telling the truth, which is something it has in common with this Ace of Swords sitting in your future. This quote-unquote defeat, this loss, this disappointment that is the Ten of Swords, the end. Something will end this month despite your best efforts, best arguments, best invitations. And Spirit is like, please know that this seems to be something where you're setting yourself free. 10 of Swords in the present becomes the Ace of Swords in the future, which is clarity. 10 swords is a lot of fucking swords. Who can wield 10 swords safely? You're gonna cut yourself. Now 1 sword, you're the king. 10 of Swords also says to me that you might be hurting yourself with thoughts and revisiting that crime scene, so to speak. So please, if you want to revisit the crime scene, let it only be so that you can pull out that Ace of Swords in the stone and be like, this is what I meant to learn from that experience. This is funny, but that's how Spirit is putting it. This is what I earned from this experience. And what I will decide is that the pain or the experience that I went through will not harden me, will not make me be a crueler person. It will make me be a more honest and bold and, yes, even vulnerable person, in the sense of, I'm really just being myself. I'm really just telling the truth. I'm really just out here doing my thing. Maybe some of you have spent way too much time and it's been exhausting trying to make everybody else understand. And it's like, hey, how about you just be? How about you just be the High Priestess, the Star, you wish to see in the world. And don't worry too much what everybody else is getting or not getting. Seven of Wands is sitting in the climate or the energy around and available to you. A competition, a challenge, and the Seven of Wands is letting you know you have what it takes. If you have told yourself that the battle is over and you lost, that's not true. You may have lost, a battle. A battle is not the end-all be-all. And there is life beyond battle, which can be hard for a King of Swords to understand. So I can see why Spirit is asking you to, as they said in the channeled message, get familiar, get compassionate with your fear. Because if you will actually sit and listen to it, what Spirit is showing me now is like, when you see parents dragging their kids around and making them do stuff they don't want to do, or they're crying or they're scared or whatever, and their parents are like, no, come on, you're going to do it. You're going to get on this roller coaster, you're going to love it, or whatever. We teach children to disregard themselves. And we can teach ourselves and each other to disregard ourselves. It's like, I can trust my fear. My fear might have something very important to tell me, like, I don't want to fucking do that. Or maybe I want to do that, but in 30 minutes when I've adjusted to the idea, not right now when you're trying to push me into doing it. You know what I'm talking about? Your clarity will come from sitting with your subtler voices, not your mind, not calculation. Ten of Swords is over-calculated. You will come to the truth, but you will come to the truth by doing the star, by saying, okay, it's not the sun. I can't see every step that lays in front of me, but I can move toward what feels right in my soul. I can move away from what feels like a violation to my soul, is something that Spirit is saying. So it's like if someone is continuously putting you down or disregarding you, this might be an invitation to turn away from things and people that consistently disregard you, and to begin to turn toward things that make you feel inclined to be open and vulnerable and to trust. Subtler forms of communication want to get through to you, that if you're thinking too much and too fast and too King of Swordsy, you might miss it. So please create time for meditation, or if you're not a meditator, long walks, long baths, journal sessions, anything that involves receiving information. Okay? Sitting in the key position, the Tower clarified by the Three of Cups. You have Ten of Swords followed by the Ace of Swords, and you have the Tower. A lie must fall apart so the truth can be known. Fears must be explored so that courage can be found. That's what Spirit is saying. And you will be proud. You will be proud of yourself. And other people will see and be proud of you. Compatriots of yours that have been with you on this journey, even if you are walking parallel to each other hundreds of miles away. And it's funny, but that's what Spirit is saying. So it's like some of you have long distance friends, groups, family, that will be celebrating your clean slate. That's something else that Spirit is saying, is a clean slate. They're bringing up Chiron for some reason. I don't know, Libra. I'm just going to say that a lot of you, Chiron's in Aries right now, so that's opposing Libra. It's across the chart from Libra, so that's a very powerful, kind of like a ray, like a laser, right? Some things in you are desiring to be demolished. The armor wants to be removed. You will find your courage and you will use your true voice. You're going to have to let me know, Libra, because that's how Spirit's putting it to me, and I'm very curious. Thoughts? Like, dislike, subscribe if you vibe, book a reading if you'd like. All of that info is south of this video. It really means a lot to me, Libra, so thank you for spending your time here. And if I don't see you before then I hope I will see you in your mid-month checkpoint reading. Bye, Libra.